today I'm going to be showing you guys a quick DIY on how to lighten your underarms, especially if you've been suffering with dark underarms for the longest. It's very important.
Hi guys. Okay, I'm about to go and get a shower. But bye.
So here recently I started to have dark underarms. I never had a problem with my underarms. I was thinking it came from my deodorant, but actually when I looked it up online, a lot of people were saying that it can come from many things. It can be a deodorant, it can be a lot of other things, so you can't just pinpoint one thing. If you are someone who just suffers from dark underarms and you never knew about this, maybe this will help you. It only took a week for it to help me out, and now my underarms are not as bad. At first, I would be so embarrassed to lift up my underarms because it will be very dark. I picked a few things that I know for a fact will help your underarms. Quick little thing about me that you guys didn't know is about 2 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago, I actually used to use lemon as my deodorant because I was so far into my natural lifestyle, and a lot of things I was looking up when I was changing my body care and stuff it just made me like when I read like the ingredients and stuff that they were putting into deodorants. So I decided to stop using deodorants altogether and just use lemon. I did that for about 8 months before I was like, okay, this is enough, because in the summertime I was sweating a little too much and the lemon was not staying on. Girl, no, I couldn't do it. So I decided to stop. Then I went over to just making my own deodorant. If you go back to my later video, I think it's called 10 Ways to Use Coconut Oil. I'll link it down in the description box for you guys, where I made my own deodorant, and I still love that recipe to this day. But I get a little lazy and I don't want to create it, and it's just like, So I do use this natural deodorant right here. It's okay for, of course, if you don't want to make your own, but my DIY deodorant is actually the best to me, and it actually does stay on through the summertime. I used that deodorant consistently for about 2 years before I just got lazy and stopped making it. It lasts for a long time and I don't need a lot of it. So anyways, I'll link that down in the description box for you guys. Nonetheless, I'm going to stop with the talky introduction and get to the reason why you clicked on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! Okay guys, so for this DIY, you're going to need 1 lemon, which is great for removing discoloration due to its natural bleaching properties. You're also going to need baking soda, which is great for exfoliating the skin and also removing dead skin cells. Lastly, you're going to need honey, which has great antibacterial properties. And of course, you're going to need a small bowl. Now, I did eyeball the ingredients, but I will tell you guys that you do want to make sure you put at least 2 tablespoons of baking soda. And then I just dripped a little bit of that lemon juice in there. It's going to fizzle a little bit. Don't worry. That's, natural. Don't be alarmed. I did put a little bit too much of the lemon juice in there, so just make sure that you only put a tiny bit. Also, only put a tiny bit of the honey. What you want to make sure that you put the most of is the baking soda. Alright, now time to apply the mixture to our armpits. And I went ahead and wet my spin brush, which is the Vanity Planet brush that I'm using. But you can wet your arm first. You have the option to do that. And if you're using the same brush as me, make sure that you put the exfoliating brush on before you start to brush, because there is different heads to this brush, which I do have a coupon code down below if you guys want to get this brush. It's actually awesome, and it makes the work that you have to do a lot easier. And so the steps are pretty simple. I went ahead and applied the paste to my underarms. Then I wet my spin brush and went ahead and exfoliated my skin. Or, like I said, you can just regular brush your skin with the regular brush. And it went away in within 2 days, guys. After I applied that to my arm and exfoliated and all that stuff, I went ahead and take my hemp seed rag and I just go ahead and wipe that off my arms. Then I take that half a lemon that we barely used, and I just put a lot of that juice underneath my arms, and I allow it to sit underneath my arms for 15 minutes. Now, you can allow the mixture that we put on the first time to sit underneath your arms for 15 minutes. That's what I was doing when I first started doing this. But now that I don't have to really do as much anymore because the discoloration is pretty much gone, I don't allow it to sit for 15 minutes anymore. But you have the choice to do whatever you want. So I'm going to allow this to sit, like I said, for 15 minutes. And when I come back, I just go ahead and take my hemp seed rag once again and pat it down dry, or you can get into the shower because that honey is kind of sticky on your arms. So you can get into the shower. That's normally what I do. Wasn't much to it at all. I still have a little bit more to go on my arms, as you guys can see, but for the most part, I have gotten all of the discoloration. So I'm pretty happy with this DIY, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. My arms look 10 times better than what they looked before. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. You can let me know if you try this DIY down in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!